one big video. Glad I ain't do the thumbnail yet. So I'm also talking about Joel and Paul George sitting out back-to-back, and Zion being out indefinitely again. Let's just get it all off the chest in this video. So let's start off with Bronny James. I'm not a star, got a kilo in the car, I'm not a star. So for the most part, brother Bronny James going to the G League. Now apparently the G League coach came out and said, if y'all ain't see it, that Bronny won't be in the starting lineup, but they got to find a way to fit him in the rotation. Now you wonder, like, damn, why would the G League coach say that? Well, it also came out a day after that Bronny would only be playing home games in the G League, and he wouldn't travel on their away games with the G League. So if you're on the G League, I think they travel by bus, or they don't, and they share hotel rooms, and it's a kill what you eat type of league. It's like, coming through the, working your way up. They ain't staying in the 5-star hotels, or, they ain't got the accommodation of a private jet. They getting it out the mud. They getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And I think for him, that would build some type of character. For a dude who ain't never had poverty, it ain't nothing wrong with that. But, that Kobe made a good point, man, when he DM'd me on Instagram, say, do he even want to be in the NBA? And I think that's his father's dream. And that's what fathers do, and that's what adults are supposed to do. You're supposed to give your kid a mission statement. You're supposed to push them to what they're told to do. The best kids are usually told what to do. A lot of times the most longest and healthiest and fullest relationships are when, 4 people get together, husband, wife, the wife's husband, my wife's mother and father, the groom's mother and father, they get together and they do an arranged marriage. That's why in some African countries you have diaries. So his father's doing the right thing and pushing him towards what he wants to do. You notice when you deal with a lot of matriarchy-led households, aka mother-led households, their kids don't never know what they want to do. They want to play basketball. They don't want to play no more. The mother let them quit. They never force their kids to do, especially the boys, to do things they need to do. All right? So that's what a father is there for, right? So that's not the issue. But I think him traveling with the G League will be good for him to get an appreciation on the spot that you have. That spot that most people think was given to you through nepotism, and I don't have a problem with it. You don't hear white people complaining about nepotism. I got a girl I'm talking to, whatever, we real cool. I say it's my girlfriend at this point. And she got a job through nepotism, and she was telling me, they hate it because it is through nepotism. I said, that's what it's supposed to happen. Billy, Sally, Becky, Brad, most of their jobs happen through nepotism. They don't have to take the test, or nothing. So it's nothing wrong with getting your job through nepotism. Black people only think, we supposed to get it out the mud. And okay, you got it out the mud. You ran 1,000 meters and Brad ran 100 meters. But y'all still in the same position, still getting the same motherfucking pay. Dummy. So nepotism is good. I heard Anthony Anderson say his son was breaking into the industry and didn't want his help and wanted to get it on his own. However you do it, people gonna still say you brought Anthony Anderson's help. Only reason you did that is because Anthony Anderson your daddy. So it don't even matter. Stop getting out of that black mind frame that help and nepotism is bad. And if you're in a position to help a child or help your children or help your cousin or help your brother, sister, or whoever around you, you should. So I think it would be good for him to hit the road with the G League and get a taste of, what it's like to really be in some type of, tough situation, adverse situation. But they're going to continue to hold his hand. He's going to go down as one of the most hated NBA players. I'm not talking amongst the fans. I think the fans want to see him win, right? But I think amongst the NBA, culture, think how they treated Austin Rivers and some of the things they said about Austin Rivers. But what's going to protect him from people telling him the truth and treating him a certain type of way is the vice grip or the chokehold his father has over the NBA and the NBA media. Right? But if for some way his father doesn't have that vice grip over the NBA media no more, or the NBA like that, he's going to get a real taste of Robitussin medicine. But in my opinion, they should let him go on the road, and that's like his rites of passage to being a man. Like I feel like I heard Shedeur Sanders on It Is What It Is Wednesday, hump day, and he was talking about he really ain't really tripping on if his dad and him as a package deal in the NBA and NFL draft, and his dad coached the team he got drafted to. Nigga, go be your own man. Go be your own man, bro. It's time. At some point, you gotta clip their wings or let them leave the nest and go do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Go be your own man. At some point, Bronny got to get it out the mud. That G League hitting the road with his teammates, building that bond, showing them that guess what? I'm just like y'all. But being able to stay in the state of California, LA, and just halfway be there, bro, that's gonna make that nigga hate it, bro. They was better off just not putting him there regardless. Let him get the full experience and get his and actually get his hands dirty. I guarantee you that'll build better character. Not saying he don't have it, but that'll build a better basketball player and a better man. He had that experience, but you know, that's just my opinion on it, right? So let's move on. Now, apparently Joel Embiid, and by the time you see this, and Paul George are not playing back-to-back in Cleveland. You know, Cleveland's undefeated. People paying their tickets. It's Joel, it's Paul George. Tyrese Maxey got injured right before Joel and Paul came back. Joel came back the other night. I think they played New York and lost to New York in the first round of the NBA Cup, whatever they call it, that bullshit. So, you know, like I said before, Philly should just blow it up. Philly should blow it up, in my opinion. Philly should literally blow it up. It's a wrap on Philly, Dilly, Willy, Willy. Philly should blow it up, man. There's no point for Philly to still be... I don't think it's a point for Philly to even still, you know, trust the process and continue the process. Blow it up. Joel Embiid, never in shape, never healthy. Trade him now while he got some type of value. Paul George, that was a bad pickup. Trade him. Send him somewhere else. Get rid of that ass. You know, Tyrese Maxey, want to build around him, trade it. I know they got a new arena coming, but they ain't winning with that. They not winning with that core. That was a bad idea. They can't stay healthy. They don't want to play back-to-backs. You think you're going to be able to turn it on in playoff times? No. Philly is just done. Ben Simmons, you know, that was the cows roosting home. It's done for Philly, bro. They can't stay healthy. Joel can't stay healthy. So, like I said, Philly is a wrap. You know, Joel's is you know, past his prime already. Paul George is past his prime already. Now Tyrese Maxey ain't healthy. Pack Philly up. Pack them up. Ship them motherfuckers out. Get as much draft pick and draft capital and start to build over so when you move into the new arena, you will have a solid product. It's insanity to keep going through the same thing with Joel Embiid. All right, second. Zion Williamson, I heard he out indefinitely with another hamstring injury. It's all about, oh, Zion lost a lot of weight. Zion back like cooked crack. Zion gonna have a great year. Ingram in a contract year. It's over with. It's over with. New Orleans should wait till him get back, have a hot start, and get rid of his ass. Him and Brandon Ingram, start the fuck over. Send McCollum where you want to go. Start over. Zion Williamson, like I said this about somebody else. Deshaun Watson didn't really want to be in Cleveland. Gave him a number that it'd take him to go to Cleveland and not go back home to Atlanta. He took the money even though he didn't want to be there. And when you spiritually don't want to be somewhere, the world will make sure you're not really there. Deshaun didn't play because he never wanted to be there, kept getting hurt, he lost his superpowers. Zion never wanted to go to New Orleans, wanted to go to New York Knicks, and now he want to ramp it up. The powers that be, the energy in the world, fuck that. No, homeboy. It's a wrap. It's a rap-ski. It's a rap-ski. You didn't want to be here. You didn't want to play basketball in New Orleans. Guess what? Got the NBA gods. You ain't playing basketball. So it's insanity for these teams to continue to build around these plexiglass ass, Mr. Glass ass players, man. They not putting the work in. They don't care about their career. They just playing for the money. They're not playing for the glory. They're not trying to play to win. And New Orleans, if they smart, they'll move on from them, in my humble opinion. But that's just me. Real short video. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree, find me on Patreon, X, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and CJ Good 313, Cash App, Venmo. Check out the Patreon, check out the NBA Talk playlist, please.